Hey guys, it's Kara with the bag holder, and I am getting ready for my multi-purpose meal video series. And I just said I'd let you pop in and see how I'm getting started. Now, first I'm going to make tacos tonight for dinner. So, I've got the skillet out anyway. I'm cooking ground beef. I am going to go ahead and cook it all here. This is almost 4 pounds of meat. This will make 3 meals, plus some leftovers to take to work. But you can see I've put it all in here. No seasoning at all yet, because I'm going to season it with the meal that I use. And I'll put a little salt and pepper in just a few minutes. But I'm going to cook it here on medium slowly. Now, if I didn't want any mess and I wasn't going to go ahead and cook tacos for dinner tonight, I would throw all of that right in here and bake it so that I don't have any cleanup and I don't have to wash it. I'm going to show you here, I've got my chicken breast. And that is exactly what I'm going to do with my chicken breast. I'm going to pop these in here, just like this. And I can bake this. It doesn't have to be perfectly covered and, on the pan. Just pile it in and bake it. Now these two here I'm going to reserve because I'm actually going to use those, and I'll show you in just a second. I'm going to make kebabs with these. So this will be different. I don't want these cooked. But you can see how I'm doing bulk meat. And an easy way to do it so you don't have to touch the raw meat and constantly wash your hands and worry about the counters, just use a fork to pop it in. That's what I'm going to do here. Let me go ahead and season this. This is how we season it when we're baking or making when I'm making meats to put in my multi-purpose meals. Little seasoning salt. It's going to bake right out. It's going to make a great broth, so you want to make sure you save your broth. And I'm going to give you a tip. A little white wine, just so I can bake it, and my house smells good. I'm going to put in a little garlic. You hear my dogs barking in the background, they can smell it. A little garlic, and I'm going to add the juice. That's it. Now this is going to go into 3 meals. I'm going to put it in a chicken pot pie. I'm going to do a chicken burrito, and I'm also going to do chicken chili for this. I'm going to do chicken kebabs with this, and you and I are in real time. I'm not editing yet, or currently. And so I'm going to pop this in the oven. Since I'm not using the pan, I'm just going to double pan it. These are like 30 cents, so this is a great pan that I can reuse if I want to, throw it in the dishwasher, or I can throw it away. But I love it because when this cooks, I'm going to have chicken broth, which I'm actually going to put in ice cube trays to save, and I'll show you that little trick. But I've got it here and it's baking really quickly. So I'm going to bake this at 350 for about 35 to 40 minutes while this continues to cook. And as I said, as soon as this starts cooking, I'm going to break it up. Now, if you were baking this in the oven, same thing. Bake it 350, 30 minutes. It does not have to be completely cooked through because remember, you're going to add it to meals that you're going to cook an additional amount of time. So it will get cooked thoroughly. You don't want it too tough. But there we go. Ready to do the kebabs. And you can do this. So far, I have not had to wash my counters, wash my hands. It's basically about managing your time and having everything in a place. I'm going to actually cut this chicken because, like I said, we're going to make kebabs in it. So as you're sitting here, I'm going to cut it. You can watch the meat brown. Isn't it a watched pot never boils? Is that what the saying is? Well, I'm not going to move any faster watching me. So see if you can see how many times the grease splatters on my stove. That'd be something. But this is about it. It's a big chunk. If you can see that, hopefully you can. I'm going to pop it in here. I'm going to go ahead and have these all ready to go and marinated so that tomorrow when we make these with dinner with our brown rice and so forth, it'll be easy to stick on the skewers, and I can cut off any fat that may be here. I didn't cut off the fat on the one that's actually in the pot that I'm cooking in the oven, only because it's going to get juice and it'll basically shred itself off. So you can see I'm doing this. One chicken breast will get me 1 kebab with 6 pieces, or if you're adding a bunch of vegetables, you can just put 3 pieces. Very out so that I can stick it in here, and we are good to go. Perfect. Still, no dirty hands. Isn't that fabulous? No dirty counters. All right, we're going to add about a tablespoon of garlic. That's it. Perfect. And yogurt, which you know is my absolute favorite thing to marinate some meats. The acid in the yogurt breaks it down. And let me get a spoon here. You guys are just going to have to watch the meat. Actually, let me stir that while we're sitting here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. Just like that. I know this video is a little longer, but I'm trying to give you an idea. You can fast forward, feel free, to the next step. I just want to see how you kind of multitask and you're still not making a mess. There's nothing to stress about. So we're going to do a cup of yogurt. This is plain yogurt. Just like that. So I just do a couple heaping spoonfuls. Looks like a cup. Doesn't have to be perfect, nothing precise. And then we're going to cut the lime. And yes, I'm cutting it with the same knife I cut the chicken. It's going in with the chicken, so it really doesn't matter. And I'm not using it for anything else. Squeeze that baby in there. Now remember, if you have your lime or lemons at room temperature, or you pop them in the microwave a couple seconds, you'll be able to utilize all the juice that they have for you. Voila. And now we need to do just a splash of salt. That's about a teaspoon seasoning salt. If you don't want seasoning salt, you can use like an accent, multi-purpose seasoning. Good. Now this is going to sit in the fridge until tomorrow, and then I'm going to add my mushrooms, onions, and green peppers, and I'm going to show you that. But this one is done, so I'm sitting here, right here, again, no mess, no dirty hands, nothing has been touched. I'm going to marinate this, mix it all up so it's evenly coated. And these are my kebabs. Let me tell you something too. I bought this chicken, this big pack, it was $1.97 a pound. So buying in a big pack and able to transfer it and break it down from bulk to family size is such a huge, huge savings. All right, we are back, and now I know you're worried you're gonna go, well, if she pours it in from there to here, the bag is gonna melt. Well, not with the bag holder. We had about a cup of water at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that jiggling around. We just popped the bag on the holder. Any bag works. We like Glad, and I'm going to basically, I'm a righty, so I need to do this. The beauty is I'm not going to have any grease pass around. I mean, it's not going to get on my counters. My bag is not going to melt, and I'm going to add about a little over a pound of beef in here. There. And I did add some grease. Now this is going to make my shepherd's pie in the video. Now I need to do the same thing because the next one is going to make my taco soup. I'm going to add some here, and then whatever we have left will be, and again, this has water in it as well. If you're not as fortunate as I am to have 2 or 3 or 100 or 1,000, then just take the bag off. Remember, it's going to have water, but I swear it's not going to be grease and it's not going to get anything dirty. So I hope you guys can see how I'm just transferring this. I'm going to leave about a pound or so in here. Anything left will be also put in here because, again, we're making 3 meals. This is going to be tacos for right now. You can see my fixins, or I'm setting it up. That's what I did in between while the meat was cooking. I still have my chicken in the oven, my shepherd's pie, which is going to take mashed potatoes, which I'm going to boil potatoes tomorrow because we're not going to make these till tomorrow. And I'm going to do chicken pot pie with some of the chicken that's in there, and that's going to take the potatoes. So we're going to do potatoes, 1 bag of potatoes, 5 pounds, and it's going to go into the 2 meals. This is going to be left. I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Now again, this is only going to serve 3 people. There. So, I know, I'll set that there. But see, the bag is wet. That's only because I put the water in here. So I just have a little towel, dry it off. And this is going to be perfect to make taco soup. I'll add all my fixins right in here. I can store it overnight until I'm ready to make it because I'm going to eat dinner tonight and go to bed. But no need to do twice the work. And again, I'm just going to dump the water out and it's good to go. Same thing here. This is going to make a shepherd's pie for 2. Just put it over here so I don't make a mess. Just dry it off. You can see it's hot. The bag will not break, or at least most bags won't break. It's fantastic.